YouTube, what's happening? Welcome back to another Hip Hop Head Reacts to Metal. We've got another wholesome reaction today. We're doing some more Metallica. We're back. I'm not wearing my Metallica reaction t-shirt today because I can't remember where I left it. And I'm doing just a quick one just to fit it in before I've got some other stuff to do. We're doing Fade to Black. Now, this is one, first of all, don't think I've heard it. To my knowledge, I've heard of it for sure. When I saw people suggest it, I was like, oh yeah, I've heard of that one, but I'm pretty sure I've never heard this before. I've had a lot of people suggest do Kill 'Em All, that album. I'm going to do something off that next. This song was the next song that was suggested the most out of all the Metallica stuff, which is why I'm doing this next. But I want to do something off Kill 'Em All, so suggest a song from that album, because I'll do that. I'm doing that one next, but I just don't know where to start specifically on that album. But yeah, suggest a song. Fade to Black. Let's kick it. Oh yeah, I like it already. Yeah. No, I love this sort of vibe. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, this is hard. I'll pause it in a sec. Right, I'll run it back. Something about, I mean, to me, and I know I've not heard a lot of Metallica, this is the fourth song we've done. So technically the fifth song I know, because I know Enter Sandman as well, I've mentioned before. I do know that one, and we will do it at some point. I've just not done it yet. But so it's like the fifth Metallica song now that I've really heard. But this feels like completely different to what we've done so far. And I know this is further along in their catalogue, so to speak, but that was so cool. I really like the thing that is sort of signature Metallica to me is the way they changed vibe, but it still sort of worked together. So like the first bit of the song was a bit more I don't want to say laid back because it was still quite a lot going on, but like it went from lighter to heavier. But it was really cool. Lyric wise, I'm not going to go into it too much. I know people seem to, like, I feel like a lot of the time I keep talking about stuff. I try and think too cerebrally, especially with the Pink Floyd ones I've noticed. I talk quite a lot and then people will be like, oh no, it's just this. And I'm like, oh shit. I guess he just wants to die. He's ready for death. Fade to Black, name of the title. He talks about the end, being ready for the end. He's done what he wanted to do. He's happy to move on. Yeah, dope song. Really dope song. Different vibe, different feel, but still like high level quality, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I'm wondering, someone close to the writer has died then. I don't know if this is, people will tell me in the comments, I don't know if this is his, it's sort of like a story, like he's saying like this is just like a character that he's writing from the perspective from, or if someone in real life close to the writer actually died. I don't know, I'm sure people will tell me, and I can look it up after this anyway, but yeah, that explains why he feels ready to die, because, you know, it was like a piece of him's missing now and things are never going to be the same. Which is sad, but it's life, I guess. Yeah, that's a big line. That's a dope line, actually. Switch ups again. They kill it with the switch ups. Yeah, Metallica just gets better and better. Master of Puppets was really good, and I can understand why people really like it. I think that song specifically, not even that it wasn't for me, but it wasn't my favourite. And then I was like, oh, Orion, I think I prefer Orion to Master of Puppets. As we go on, I was like, one was so good. That was incredible. It just keeps that was just a great song. I don't know what else to say beyond that. It built up and just went off at the end, and that was interesting. And the song's finished, so I'm going to ramble for a bit. So if you want to click off, that's fine. But it drew a link to me, and I think this is part of why I enjoyed that one more so, because it reminded me of "Sing for the Moment" by Eminem. he raps about, and what this reminded me of is what I was going to say is you can imagine someone who has gone through either not necessarily the same thing of losing someone, although it could have been that as well, but something similar, or just generally going through a bad time in their life, like a rough spot, and just feeling like shit, whether it's to the extreme of they want to die, or whether it's just generally they're just you know, down for the minute sort of thing. I can imagine them putting on this song or something like this and just losing themselves to it, and just like vibing out, and just you know, putting headphones on, earphones in, and just like closing your eyes and just like just losing yourself in the music sort of thing. And I love the shit out of that, and that's why Sing for the Moment did so much for me, because he raps. That's why we sing for these kids who don't have a thing except for a dream and a fucking rap magazine, who post pin-up pictures on their walls all day long, idolise their favourite rappers and know all their songs. Or for anyone who's ever been through shit in their life, so they go to their room and they sit and they vibe. We're nothing to you, but we're the fucking shit in their eyes. I missed a line there in the middle somewhere, but the point is, kids who have nothing, or you know, people that have been through shit and are in a bad spot, they go to the room and it says something about sitting and crying. They throw in a rap record and they sit and they vibe. We're nothing to you, but we're the shit in their eyes. That's what I relate to, because when Em was, first of all, when I was going through stuff when I was younger, I got bullied and stuff, music was always there for me, and I could always just go on and listen to music and just get lost in it. And that's why Sing for the Moment felt so much to me, because he was talking to me, and when in that he's addressing a lot of the stuff, like the public view of him, that to a lot of the public that don't understand the music, he's just like a drug addict. He's endorsing, like, you know, glorifying drugs and endorsing violence and all this, and you know, he had the charge for the Guerrera thing, which I'm not going to go into, but he's saying, yeah, to you we might be nothing, but to the kids who have nothing, or to the kids who have been through shit and who sit there and the music is an escape for them, we're the shit to them, and it means everything to them. And Em talks about that a lot. He's like, I'm not rapping for everyone. To that one kid in a million who feels something when he listens to my music, that's who I'm making music for. That's what this song reminds me of, and that was a huge sort of side digression there, side path. But that's what this reminds me of, because in the same way that Em is like that, and that's the way that I relate to Em's music and why it meant so much to me growing up, and still does. I can imagine this applying in the same way to, I guess, metal fans who love this sort of thing. I can imagine people going through a hard time and putting this on and just losing themselves in it. And I think it's incredible that music can do that. I think it's incredible that, you know, the differences that I've seen from the you know, the hip hop community that I'm acclimated to and a part of, versus coming into this metal community. I'm listening to more metal, I'm seeing the differences and I'm seeing the similarities, but I think the way that just music as a whole can do that is incredible, and I think Metallica are incredible for it. I can see why so many people now, not just younger still listening to it, but that have gone through, because this is, what, like 80s they sort of started really kicking it. I could be wrong, and I know this one was a little bit later, but I can see why it stuck with people as they've grown up through generations, because it's awesome, and I just love that sort of sentiment of music, that it can do that. That was really cool. It's another one of those. I'm in the same spot as I am with one, except I guess I did have a little bit to say because I just rambled for like 5 minutes after it finished. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna sign off and go and edit like 4 of these because I've got a bit of a backlog to edit through for the week. I go back to uni tomorrow, so that's exciting. Only for like 2 hours, and then I don't officially start for like another week. But still, yes, I need to get some editing done. Thanks for watching. Thank you for all the support. My name's Yeti. Suggest songs from Kill 'Em All if there's like a specific one that I should start with. I know people would love me to just listen to the whole album. Unfortunately, I can't really do that. But I want to listen to a whole album at one point, but it'll be for like a special occasion sort of thing. But thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support recently. I'm out. Peace.